This is the Marvel Legends series in the X-Men. Warlock Build-A-Figure wave, Dazzler. The figure is part of the first wave of the 2017 X-Men Marvel Legends series of figures, and the figure you build is Warlock. Picked up this figure at Kramer Toy Warden. And here we have, for the first time, Hasbro Marvel Legends, a Dazzler figure. And she's not in the modern costume or anything like that. She's in her classic, one of her earliest costumes when she joined the X-Men, and it's just so much nostalgia with this figure sculpt. And I don't know, I was on the fence with this figure. I didn't know if I was gonna like it or not, but you know what, I actually ended up liking it. She comes with the left arm of Warlock. Figure I'm not excited to build, actually, but we'll see. And here are some of the other classic X-Men characters that I could think of back in the day when I was in high school and I was reading up on comic books. If you were in the late 80s, early 90s, no, late 80s, middle 80s, you were reading up on the X-Men just before they went into the Siege Perilous, that whole era. You know what I'm saying. Silvestri, Simonson. These were the X-Men. Oh wow, they were like unbelievable. And the Avengers, it was either the Avengers or the X-Men or whatever. Anyway, so here they are. She scales in very well. To tell you quite honestly, I am so ready to give this Colossus up. I cannot wait for the new Colossus to review it. The Toy Biz, I'm slowly getting rid of my Toy Biz figures. They just don't last that long. The quality is not as great as the updated Hasbro version. So anyway, we'll keep these two guys in the background just for scale. So here she is. Fantastic figure. She's got that whole 70s look to her, that disco vibe going on. And as you all know, if you're a big fan of the comic books, Dazzler's mutant ability is to process any sound and turn it into weaponized light. I don't know, I call it weaponized. It's not. It's just the light blast or light bursts or something like that. Light energy, which she uses to dazzle villains, and so that hence the name Dazzler. Incidentally, she was also a very popular, famous recording artist. That's why she's got the microphone. So really nice. And can I say that Hasbro is repainting the heck out of this particular prop or accessory, and they've only made one for her because she's only got one hand that's opened up to shoot those laser, and I thought it was pretty okay. It's got that psychedelic vibe going on. Wish it were just yellow or white and clear and yellow and something like that, but the green and pink kind of reminds me of Jubilee. So okay, let's get rid of that. Let's see if we can stand her up. Immediately you will notice that she is on roller skates. That was the thing back in the 70s. If you have no idea what these are, man, you are so young, so lucky. These are roller skates before rollerblades were the thing, or roller skis or whatever. These were the skates. Diners, waitresses would be on these roller skates. Unfortunately, they don't roll. There's no... Looks like there's a pin or a rivet, but it's not. It's molded in. I don't know if you can remove it. I'm not gonna find out. I don't think I want to find out. A lot of fans were complaining about the feet. That why did you have to put roller skates on it? Could have been just regular feet or removable feet, and then replace it with the standard boot or whatever. You know, to be honest, I'm actually one of those who is liking the roller skates. And you know why? Had it been a flat leg, it would have been very weak to stand. As I'm saying that, I'm having trouble standing her up. But as it is, because of the roller skates, because there's more surface area, there's a bigger width to her feet, she is standing up more properly, or a lot better, a lot sturdier than had it been just plain flat feet, because we've seen the Jean Greys, we've seen Valkyrie, Thundra, Captain Marvel. Some of them are okay, some of them stand up pretty okay, but and as I am saying that, how much stable she is not standing up. Let me just put her arms down. Maybe that's, or it's just my, and yeah, it gives better stability. I'm just not, the reason she's tipping over is because I haven't positioned the feet on level, and my paper is warping underneath. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's very stable. It doesn't tip over. There's more surface. I'm actually quite glad they gave her the roller skates. It's an afterthought. I was thinking, I was one of those who thought, man, roller skates? Really, Hasbro? And now that they've done it, I'm actually quite glad. Okay? That's one sort of pseudo accessory that she's got. She's got this. It's removable. I'm not going to remove it anymore because it was a pain to put it in. She's got this microphone, but didn't know they already had wireless microphones back in the 70s. I would think that this should have had a wire or something like that, but it doesn't really matter. I'm sure they had that wireless mic or something like that, and it's nice because you can use it to sing. Yeah, she also has this silver shiny like disco ball necklace, which is interesting. I'm not going to remove it, but you can if you pop off the head. That's very nice. There's an extra piece added on to her bosom and her neck. It's the collar of this. It's like a jumpsuit. So that's very nice. And now for the head sculpt. There's some earrings sculpted there. And it's painted silver. Her hair has that 70s Charlie's Angels type of hairstyle look to it. She's got that Ultimate Warrior face paint. I don't know why they chose her to have it, but it's so evocative of that 80s, 70s, 80s Dazzler. So yeah, it's a very tight suit, bell bottoms at the bottom. This whole 70s jumpsuit is so cool. Really digging the sculpt. I mean, I was one of those guilty as charged for judging this particular figure too early. I thought I was actually ready to review her and say, this is the weakest figure in the wave, but it's not bad. Could still be the weakest figure in the wave, but so far I am enjoying her. So sculpt is great. I love that extra collar. The roller skates are great. Articulation. She's got a ball jointed neck that can evoke a lot of emotions because they've recessed the hair to allow it to move around the collar and around the neck. It's got a hinge neck as well, a ball joint on a hinge. Allow her to tip down. I don't know why they wanted her to do this when she could have easily done that. Anyway, she's got a ball jointed upper torso, no waist swivel. It's got a ball hinge shoulder. Pretty cool. Ball hinge elbow. Ball hinge wrists that go in and out. Same with this one. Okay. She's got a ball jointed hip that doesn't really do the splits that easily, but can move forward. It's got a thigh swivel, double jointed knees, and ball hinge ankles. Yes, rocker joints. She can kick some ass. Yeah, like what's that sport where you have roller skaters and then they just tackle and wrestle people while going around in circles and whatnot. So yeah. So very nice. Again, I think Hasbro nailed it with this one. It's not as awful as a lot of collectors claim it to be. The roller skates were actually a surprise that I actually liked it. And yeah, if you're a big X-Men fan, definitely a figure to add to your collection. So it's going to get, I got a 9 out of 10. I was prepared to give it like a 7 or a 6, but it's going to get a 9 out of 10. So there you go, folks. Hope you've enjoyed this little video review. This has been the Marvel Legends X-Men Wave, Warlock Wave Dazzler. Thanks for watching.